Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tasia, but you can also call me Tay, and welcome in. I'm so excited to have you here. Today we are doing another speed build. To be honest, actually, this was meant to be another Let's Play. However, I realized after recording that pretty much the whole first section of this video didn't have audio. For some reason, the audio just did not record, so I really apologize for that. I did intend this to be a Let's Play because I had a lot of fun on the last one, so yeah, but I guess we're just gonna do a voiceover for this video, so I hope that's okay. But today we're going to be working in this large green area. I'm going to be doing a food truck little foresty area, and I think that will be really fun. And yeah, so let's just get started. If you haven't liked or subscribed, please consider doing so. I'd love to have you guys join this little community that we are building here. And let's just get into this video. So the first thing that I'm doing is just laying down a bunch of the dark dirt path. I want this to be very like kind of in a campsite kind of vibes, to where it's like a bunch of dirt underneath all of the items that I'm going to be placing. And as you can see, there's a very harsh line between like the dirt and then the grass. So I decided to cover that up with a bunch of trees and bushes. So here I am just digging a bunch of holes so I can put the trees, and they'll kind of be varying heights as well. So it'll be very foresty, very full. I want this area to be pretty natural because my campsite is down in the corner next to this build. So yeah, it's gonna be very natural looking. So I also grabbed a few trees, and as I was doing so, I ran into Freckles eating a donut. Like the cutest thing ever. I love her so much. And so yeah, so we got some trees and we're gonna place them down in these little areas that I already laid out. So before filling in the space too much, I did want to go back and work on this little area over here. I decided to make a little river running through this green patch because the build that I had done in my last Let's Play video is kind of right below this area, and I wanted to divide the two spaces. So I kind of break up the two areas by adding this little river. I do spend a little bit of time manipulating how I want it to look and making it flow very nicely because I want it to look fairly natural. So yeah, I'm just filling in this little river here, making a bunch of waterscaping and hoping that it turns out okay. So since I'm over here, I also fill in the area with a few bushes and wheat fields and maybe one or two flowers, just to make it very natural again, like I'd said. Fill it in with a bunch of green plants and stuff. So yeah, I kind of just line the area, and it also fills in all those awkward spaces where the water just kind of randomly ends. So it kind of disguises it as well. And I add in a few bushes all throughout this area because it's going to be very overgrown and natural. So yeah, and you can kind of see as I'm running by this area the overall shape of how you're going to run through this section. It's kind of in like a half moon, so you can enter through either that bridge in the back or that incline, and then also at the other incline here at the bottom. So yeah, it's kind of like a secluded area, and I wanted to do like a food truck zone because maybe this is where some workers can come get their lunch after a long day of building and constructing and all the things that they do. So yeah, I thought that'd be a really fun concept. And I, like I said, want to make it feel kind of like a campground, so I will be adding some log tables and benches and make it very natural. after adding some weeds and vines, I did have to run over to Nooks because I needed some more trees, but apparently they were closed. However, I realized at the time I ran over there, it was 7:59 a.m. and they open at 8 a.m. So I kind of just stood there in front of the door waiting for the lights to turn on. And I thought that was really cool. This rarely ever happens when I'm right there as soon as they open. So I thought that was a little fun. So here I am just purchasing some more saplings. I kind of need them because like I said, am going to do varying heights of trees, so I need them to grow to a certain state rather than having them already in their fully grown state. And I kind of got distracted and also bought a few wallpapers. But back over here, we're planting all these tree saplings. I'm using the hardwood and cedar trees in varying spots to make it feel very dynamic, I guess. And here I'm also working on my pathing. You can barely see it in this clip and at this specific time of day, but I am adding this green grass path along the grass just to make it differentiate from the actual in-game grass, and kind of show you where you can walk through this area. So next I wanted to place my truck. This I used like a little food truck design. I think these designs are so great. I love seeing people use food trucks on their islands, and this is my first time doing one, so I was really excited about this. And as you can see, I'm kind of placing a few things in front of it. I tried out the those fairy lights, and I just didn't like how it framed the truck. And then I also tried that stall to see what it would look like to give it like a little awning, but I thought it was covering up the truck too much, so I decided just to leave the truck as is, and I placed this little rope partition and that sign, which I will change to a regular wooden sign instead of the easel. And as you can see on the sign, they're selling burgers at this truck. Maybe burgers, maybe sandwiches, maybe hot dogs. I thought that would fit very nicely for like a construction island. I don't know, it was my first instinct, like you can go there, get some hearty food and fries. It just sounded very, very nice. So yeah, it's gonna be a burger food truck. But next I'm kind of surrounding the dirt with this green path again because I thought this looked really, really nice on the dark dirt. And it kind of looks like the grass was worn away as people were really walking through this area in this dirt section. So I thought it looked really cool, so I'm just trying to wind this path through the edges and also to make it blend in, hopefully, with the grass on the right side and make it all cohesive. So yeah, I'm just lining this dirt and then we're gonna move on to placing some of the items. So once again, I tried making that plain party lights artwork, and I really tried, but I just wasn't vibing with it, so I ended up just taking it out again. And here I am finally placing all the wood tables. I think these look really, really cute, and especially with adding like a little picnic pattern on top for like little placemats. And I just think it really fits this area well and makes it look very natural. And maybe this is also where people from the campsite can come and get something to eat as well. So yeah, and I come up on this cliff and I decide to fill it in a bit because there's really nothing up here and you will be able to see it from the first level. So I want to fill it in and make it look like there's something on these cliffs. So I add a little waterfall, log stakes, and a bush, and that's about it for the top cliff decoration. So then I kind of go around the area, add in a few more items and codes, and then I finally place down my second log table. I decided to alternate the tables just to make it a little more, just to make it a little different and not too symmetrical in this area. So I add that table, I kind of mess around with the orientation of it a couple times, and I also go around, fix some stuff, add a few more codes and shrubs and weeds, and yeah, that's about it for the decor of the area. So I time travel to the next day where everything is fully grown in and it looks very natural, very overgrown, and I really love the look of it. It kind of is like tucked away in a little forest. So then we move on to placing all the items on top of the table. I place these sandwich trays with a drink and some fries, and I think they look really nice. They kind of are the closest I'm gonna get to anything that's like a burger in this game. And I'm honestly kind of surprised that we don't have burgers as one of the food options in the game. If we do, definitely let me know. I don't think I've seen any, but yeah, I use these sandwiches as the burger. And I think it's really cute. I also added some of those paper bags as well, like little to-go bags to take with you. And I placed back my sign and add this little menu sign next to the truck as well. So yeah, I guess that's about it for all of the decor in this area. So I'm gonna do a little walkthrough. This is my food truck section on the island. Like I said, very overgrown and natural. You can wind through this little green area. I might actually add a few more details because it is kind of empty right now. So I might do that in the future. But that's about it for this little speed build. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, definitely let me know by liking. And if you'd like to see more videos from me, consider subscribing. I'd love to have you guys join this little community that we are building here. So yes, I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you have a lovely day or night, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!